I used to think that I am a jack of all trades until I met a jack of all grace and master of all. The healing grace, teaching grace, prophetic grace, loving grace, singing grace, and hosts of others. The spoken word you're about to listen to is dedicated to my spiritual father, Prophet Joe Galadima JP, the steward leader of Glory Carrier Center, Lafia, in honor of his birthday celebrated on Monday, 20th of January 2020. He is a man with more enemies than friends, but none of his enemies has matched any of the grace of God on him. It's titled, The Past, Present, and Future, written and presented by my humble self, Joseph Odi King. I come with a blast from the past. I will hit your mind as hard as I can. No plans to settle on the past, even though the past is vast. To some I speak their mind, to some I spare their mind. I will brush on the present for your presence in this tent. You will have a clue on the future, not by means of prophetic prophecy, for I am an incurable optimist who believes in greater tomorrow. This is how it all began. Year 2016, it was me in Glory Carriers, in search of direction, solution, and possibly a lasting mediation. Same was the reason for some. Then a shift from ministry to full church. The consciousness was readily built. It was up to those who would stay or leave. Year 2017. Amazing revelation for revolution. Spiritual edification boosted our spirits. The future became clear as crystal, as many barriers were broken. Year 2018, we were segmented into families. Faith, glory, grace, and love families. We all started with passion before the devil set in. Faith became faithless. Glory lost its glory. Grace became graceless, and love became broken. But the devil didn't smile for long. The unserious made way for the serious. Year 2019. Several attacks against the steward. Spears and arrows here and there. Much from the household of faith. Yet, his generosity, humility, and hospitality remained. The steward must hear this again. You can't fight Satan without return merges. Not everyone who cries with you feels your distressing moment, but reproach awaits the liars, who disguise as faithful friends and followers, those who reap where they didn't sow, ends up reaping the rotten seeds. Woe betide those who use trickery and false assertions to pull worshippers apart from their place of peaceful worship. What then is the crime of the steward? No reasonable reasons to render. So they said to one another, he said this to me, but don't ask him. That's how smart the devil can be. Accusers with false claims fear confirmation. We often come without expectations, yet get angry for no prophecy. We often crave for prophecy, yet lack the maintenance culture. Sometimes I feel bitter when members cling on flimsy reasons to make the steward a scapegoat. Most times I feel bitter when the steward looks untroubled. The unfaithful must give way for the faithful, but we must show love to them all. Year 2020, no limitations for the righteous. I see the forces against GCC exposed. I see a mega church rising in GCC, with righteous and faithful people. I see a glorious and marvelous altar. I see a colorful sound stage. I I see a magnificent ensemble of glory. I see members turning gossips to gospel. I see those in need receiving food and cash. I see single parents being empowered. I see orphans getting scholarships. I see God rewarding those who stood for the truth.